Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a business was hit hard by the storms, with officials thinking a lightning strike caught it on fire. And the 9th annual Ride for Life took place over the weekend as the event continues to raise money for the Shriners Hospital for Children.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We're coming up on 6:30 this Memorial Day. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Eric Dean for a look at your forecast. Now, Eric, I am super excited for those warmer temperatures that we're going to be getting, but it's come with a price.
Yeah, the prices that we had, the severe weather yesterday in the overnight hours. The good news is it's letting up. We have a little bit of rain across the area right now, but the majority of us seeing mostly cloudy skies. There's a look at the satellite and radar composite, and you're noticing that line of rain pushing through portions of eastern Kentucky. We're left with a stray shower over towards London as well as Harlan and Norton. Right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 50s and 60s, 59 in Hazard, 62 Harlan, London. Good morning to you guys there, 61 degrees. Same story in Jackson. Your day planner has temperatures going into the low 70s by the 11 o'clock hour. Lots and lots of sunshine by the afternoon hours. Definitely make sure you have the sunglasses if you're traveling home. Have your First Alert forecast in a few minutes. Madison, over to you.
Eric, thank you. In Pulaski County, a man is facing charges after the sheriff says he shot and killed his uncle and father. Deputies were called to Sandage Spur in Eubank around 6 p.m. last night. Sheriff Bobby Jones says Dennis E. Mullins and his brother Anthony Mullins were found dead. Brandon Mullins was arrested by UK police. He's charged with 2 counts of murder. The sheriff's office confirmed Mullins is related to both victims. His bond is set at $1 million. Kentucky State Police is investigating a deadly hit and run in the Mousy community of Knott County. Troopers responded to Kentucky 550 around 1 a.m. on Saturday. Officials say Bemis R. Noble was on a lawnmower when a car hit the lawnmower. Noble was pronounced dead by the Knott County coroner. If you have any information, you are asked to call KSP at 606-435-6069. Lightning is being blamed for a destructive Laurel County fire. Witnesses say surveillance video shows the lightning hit the roof of Huffman & Huffman Eye Surgeons. Multiple fire departments worked to get control of the fire. 5 got hurt in the process. The business owners say for now they will be able to operate out of London Women's Care on Myers Baker Road. Ahead of Memorial Day, some groups came together in Louisville to make sure all veterans are remembered. Around 700 African American men and women who served in our country's armed forces are buried in Greenwood Cemetery. Saturday, the National Association for Black Veterans, along with the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, held a ceremony for them.
It's showing the younger kids especially that the veterans that served in the United States, especially the black veterans, they had to endure a lot of racism and other problems, but they led the way for today to give us the future in the United States.
The groups had a rifle salute and played taps for the veterans buried there. While some people might have went on the lake or hosted a barbecue for Memorial Day weekend, groups met in Pulaski County to remember the true meaning and history for the holiday. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more.
On Saturday, several organizations gathered on Burnside Island to ride on the New Scouts Trail, which goes through several counties around Lake Cumberland. Jay Fryman with Backroads of Appalachia says the ride honors several parts of Kentucky history.
And it really showcases not just our Boy Scout and Civil War history, but also the incredible beauty that is the Lake Cumberland region. And we're really happy to finally be over here with our partners and be able to honor our Boy Scout history, honor a lot of our history here in Kentucky.
He says they wanted to do the ride before Memorial Day to remind people the importance of the holiday.
It's not just about hot dogs and fireworks. It's actually a very important weekend for us veterans, and it should be for all Americans, including all of our local people, so we can get out. You see the VFW, the American Legion, a lot of them putting flags on the graves.
However, there are several graves they are working to decorate.
And those graves deserve to be decorated. So we created Scouts Honor Trail in our mobile application to be able to pay honor and tribute to not only the very first Boy Scout troop here in Burnside, which is part of our Kentucky history here, especially here in Appalachia.
Fryman says their goal is for everyone who comes to the area to be aware of the history made in the region.
We try to go there, honor those men and women who fought right here in Kentucky, right on this ground that we're going to today.
In Pulaski County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Fryman says the proceeds raised are going to support the Wreaths Across America partnership with the Kentucky Motorcycle Association. Sunday marked the 9th annual Ride for Life event hosted in Pikeville with the goal to raise money for the Shriners Hospital for Children. The idea started when one man needed a way to cope with his loss, and it turned into a cause that helps local children every day.
I lost 2 sons, and everybody has their way of dealing with it and grieving for it, but I decided that I would just do this ride, and I'll try to raise money to help crippled children. So everything that we take in on our rides, I'll match dollar for dollar, and then we take it to Lakeson Crippled Children's Hospital, and they get 100% of it.
Officials say that by next year, they will have raised more than $1 million in donations since the beginning of the event. Mental health awareness has been a buzz term for several years, but some groups like the LGBTQ community may be struggling more than others. May marks Mental Health Awareness Month, but for those in the LGBTQ community, people may be unaware of the mental health struggles they face. Psychologist Dr. Catherine L. Stone says a lack of support from family and a lack of resources, especially for kids, leads to this.
We are one of the 20 some odd states now that have banned basic health care for transgender kids. You want to talk about what is most life-saving? You've got to lift those restrictions.
Dr. Stone says creating a dialogue with the loved ones in your life and seeking out your support system, whether that be online or within your community, can be life-changing. Saturday, community members in Lexington celebrated their differences through their annual Diversity Festival. Filled with food, performances, and businesses from all cultures, the Diversity Festival celebrates the uniqueness of Lexington. With almost 100 vendors and cultural performances, diversity comes in all different ways, such as Treehouse Goods, which shares diversity through family generation recipes and unique jewelry.
This particular event really is extra special. I'm seeing everybody that I've met at all the different types of shows here together today.
Vendors who participated in the festival say this is a way to gain exposure. The Diversity Board and participants plan to be back next year. Leslie County added a new place to experience its beauty on Saturday with the opening of the Leslie County RV Park. Vendors and local entertainment gathered at the new park to celebrate its opening as well as showcase what the park has to offer. And with Leslie County having so much to offer, officials believe the park will be a way for people to explore it all.
The more I talk to locals and the county officials, it's more prevalent to me to understand that the thing that's lacking here is not the beauty, it's not the trails, it's not the riding, not the creeks, the fishing, the tubing, the kayaking, all that. It's the lodging. So I've turned my aspect of what I'm doing here to lodging.
Officials at the park plan to build campsites in the future for people visiting the community to experience Leslie County. The 93rd Annual Mountain Laurel Festival celebrated with its annual Governor's Luncheon and Queen's Coronation. WYMT's Jack Demler has more from Pineville.
A celebration of more than 9 decades.
Anything that lasts 93 years is special.
Joined by members of the governor's office.
It's a great
opportunity to represent the governor and be here at Pine Mountain State Park because it's Kentucky State Park's 100th anniversary this year. So this is a great milestone, and I was just honored to be part of it.
The Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival celebrated its annual Governor's Luncheon and Queen Coronation, crowning Whitney Caldwell from the University of the Cumberlands. An honor, she says, came full circle.
Growing up, I danced here in like our little dance school. We danced in it, but it's so different when you're actually here and doing it. It's just a whole nother perspective.
Caldwell joins a list of 92 other women who represent a reflection of the community and the Commonwealth.
Well, I think it represents the best of Kentucky.
Caldwell says she hopes to represent her community in a positive light.
I have the utmost respect for everyone here and love in my heart, no matter where I end up in life. I've born, raised here, everything, and I just love everyone here with top to bottom of my whole heart. So.
Continuing to celebrate the longest active festival in Kentucky. In Pineville, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
For more on the Governor's Luncheon and the Queen's Coronation or any of the coverage from the Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival, check out our website. Haywood Farm in Winchester hosted its inaugural Holler Revival Festival on Saturday. The event had live music and food vendors, all of which were native to the Commonwealth. All who set up at the festival were able to keep 100% of their profits, and all of the proceeds made through ticket and t-shirt sales will go toward 8 Harlan County families. Organizers say they were pleasantly surprised by the turnout.
We do plan on making this a tradition. This year is actually going a lot better than expected for just 3 people not really knowing what they're doing. So this year or next year we plan on making it bigger and better.
The organizers say they hope to create a larger movement of Kentuckians supporting Kentuckians. Summer weather is here, and members of Eastern Kentucky communities are already getting out and enjoying the warm temperatures. Prestonsburg Tourism hosted the 8th annual Lavisa Fork Paddle Fest Saturday, a time when tourists and others can get out and enjoy the weather while also trying a new outdoor activity. But organizers of that event don't want people to forget it's an opportunity to see the beauty in the Big Sandy.
Well, it's outdoors. It's outdoor activity. It's tourism. It's adventure tourism. But tourism is not the driving force here. The biggest reason for us, Prestonsburg, Paintsville, Pikeville, developing trails and water trails is for the residents. It's for the community. It's for the people that live here. And we love having tourists come in and enjoy the area as well.
Officials with Prestonsburg Tourism plan to host annual Paddle Fest events on the last Saturday of each month.
All right, here's a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar right now. You can see some rain, even some heavy rain across portions of eastern Kentucky at this time, just to the west of Hazard and then the southwest of Jackson, Middlesboro, as well as portions of extreme southeastern Kentucky seeing some heavy rain. Now, in terms of temperature right now, we are in the 50s and 60s. 59 is the current temperature in Hazard, 61 Jackson, as well as Moorhead and London, 61 in Williamsburg. Your travel forecast for today, the drive out, see a lingering shower or two, but on the drive back, sunglasses will be needed. Madison, over to you.
Thanks, Eric, and thank you for joining us this morning. The time is now 6:43. Still to come on Mountain News this morning, a pivotal week for former President Trump as he could find out his fate in the hush money trial.